to a very special edition of Indie Edge. We are here on location at New York Comic Con. As always, I'm your host, Natasha, and I am here with David, and I'm not going to butcher your name, so go ahead and let everyone know how to properly pronounce your last name.
Natasha, the trick is quite simple. Remember think that you have a small chin, this small chin, so David Dastmalchian.
Hey, I like it. Dastmalchian. Did I say it correctly?
Perfectly.
I hope so. So we are here to talk about you. We're also here to talk about your amazing comic that I'm super, super excited about, Count Crowley.
Thank you.
The Reluctant Monster Hunter.
Yes.
And I've already told you a little bit before, but I'm such a fan of this already.
Thank you.
I love the premise. I love the idea. And but before we dive into that, let's talk about you a little bit. The writer, the creator, and all-around awesome artist. I'm a fan.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have to say that. I have a Dark Knight tattoo.
All right.
Yeah. But also from The Flash to Ant-Man.
Baba Yaga, the witch. They tell stories to children to frighten them.
I mean, all the really notable superhero comic movies you've been a part of, but then also some of your awesome creations that won you that 2014 award.
Oh, it's South by Southwest.
Yes, it's South by Southwest.
With animals, yes.
With animals, and such a moving, great film.
Thank you so much. That's a really personal one for me, and I've been so lucky because I did animals, and we made another film with the same director called All Creatures Here Below, which just came out a few months ago. So yeah, I've been really lucky because I've gotten to I'm such a fan of art house film, but I'm also a fan of superheroes and comic books and monster films and big, studio pictures. So as an actor and as a storyteller, I've been so lucky to get to kind of wander through both worlds. No one seems to notice yet.
Well, I noticed, and a lot of fans out there totally noticed, I'm
thank
sure.
you.
And we're grateful for the work that you're doing.
Thank
both
you.
With the big budget and then the smaller, just touching to the heart kind of films.
Thank you so much.
So you dove into comics.
Yes.
And what got you started there? What kind of cultivated the premise for this comic?
You know, Natasha, being here at New York Comic Con and knowing that we're sitting here talking about the fact that I've written a comic book which in just a few weeks is going to be on shelves in comic stores.
October 23rd, if I'm
That's right, October 23rd.
If I'm not wrong.
But it's mind-blowing for me. I've been, reading and collecting comics since about the 6th grade. I got my first comic in 3rd grade, but I started really, collecting them by 6th grade, and I've just been always so enamored with the blend of artwork and color and storytelling and characterizations and the power that comic books have to transport us to so many different places and through so many different worlds and put us in the driver's seat of so many different characters that maybe see the world differently than we ever have. So when I came up with this idea for Jerry Bardman, who is going to be our Count Crowley, the Reluctant Midnight Monster Hunter, I had originally envisioned her and the story taking place in the world of television because I saw it as a serialized adventure series where this individual was going to have to figure out if they could even take the mantle of being an appointed monster hunter, and if they did decide to do so, would they be able to learn before it's too late all of the tricks for stopping monsters? Because in the world of Count Crowley, basically, all you and I and everybody watching at home knows about monsters is a total lie. Fake news that's been spread amongst us for generations. So silver bullets won't stop a werewolf. A vampire can't be killed with a stake. So Jerry, our hero, is going to have to learn all that. So to me, it made sense. And because of my experience as an actor in film and television, I thought, I know some people in that world. I work for Peter Lenkov, who is the creator of the MacGyver reboot, as well as many other successful and awesome shows and movies. And I was talking to Peter, and he got very excited because we're both fans of similar genres, and we loved Kolchak the Night Stalker and comic books. And he said, I love this idea. I want to help you. I want to help you get it going. So he introduced me to the wonderful people here at Dark Horse Comics. Mike Richardson, who's been running this amazing, publishing house for years, liked my idea. And they were excited by it. Well, thank you. But when it's your idea, you don't, you go, is anybody going to really? And this is the house that built Hellboy. You know what I mean? This is one of the greatest comic book publishing companies in history, and that they wanted to help me develop this idea. And here we are now with issue 1 about to hit shelves.
So great.
And I hope people at home really, find something meaningful to them in the comic, because Lucas Kettner's artwork is so insanely brilliant in this book. I mean, it blows any of my wildest dreams out of the water. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, I love it. The cover art got me in the first place, and then I read a little bit about Jerry, and she's a demoted reporter, a little bit of an alcoholic.
Yep.
She doesn't know
a lot
what's
of bit of
going
an
on.
alcoholic. She gets so tanked on air one time that's what cost her basically everything. She just basically like unloads, and her brother, who's her manager at the station, is like, Jerry, I can't put you in front of a camera anymore. And wait a second. That guy, Rich Barnes, who hosts the Count Crowley show, he's in makeup and he stopped showing up for work, and we need someone to fill his shoes because we actually sell a lot of local commercial spots during that show. You could do it, Jerry. And she's like, F you, man. Like, I'm a legitimate news person, and she has to do it because she's basically almost homeless.
Yeah.
And she's just so embarrassed. But as soon as she gets that makeup on and she gets in front of the camera, the magic starts. And it's a really great night until she realizes that the guy she replaced wasn't just a horror host. He was actually fighting monsters. They live amongst us, and it's a pretty deadly occupation.
I love it. I love when I read she comes face to face with a werewolf, or was she just that drunk?
We won't know until the end of issue 1. You'll find out at the end of issue 1.
Which you can find, hopefully, at your local comic shop. If they don't have it, call and order it. It's on Previews World, too. You can find it there. And it comes out October 23rd.
That's right.
Just in time for Halloween. And thank you so much, David, for sitting with me.
Thank you.
And Indie Edge. And thanks for watching, everyone.